What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 153 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the most generous squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
I did it. I put an axe through his chest. If you know, you know.
We got the Ray Trace Durag Madrid Devon.
I have 5 on it.
Alright, Chris is out this week, and, we know he's listening in.
Shouts out to the boy.
He'll be back soon, so we got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Game Pass, things we're thankful for, PlayStation Plus, Multiverses, League of Legends, and Black Friday hauls/plans on this Thanksgiving Eve we're recording on.
And remember, kids, don't play League of Legends.
Okay. This week, we're recording the day before Thanksgiving. We're all, out here.
At the crib.
Have you...
Down.
Posted up. But... one of the things I thought we could do for this episode is things in gaming we're thankful for. Because, there's news, but...
HD Rumble.
There's HD Rumble. There's always HD Rumble. You got, the haptic feedback, the resistive triggers in life.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. There's the bus memes that by the time this is out, it'll be a week old reference.
I swear, if there's a bus meme by the time this comes out, I'm gonna fucking delete my Twitter. I'll do it.
Alana clip that just for future context. It's like we're reckless on camera.
On camera. Yeah.
So what are some of the things...
I'm thankful...
Go ahead, Jalen.
I was going to say, I'm thankful for how hard these stories slap. I really do enjoy the stories in some of these games. They really make you feel something. I beat Shadowbringers, the main storyline for Shadowbringers last night, and that was a good ending. That was good.
Was it good?
Now it's post-game time. Post-game is...
right?
Just next level.
Are you glad you buckled down and just went back to playing the story?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's the thing I like about that last chunk of it is that it goes from about the world to being about you. And that was cool. And then all the crap happens. That last raid, that last trial too, that was a good time.
Oh yeah, the last fun. Dungeon into the last trial, the fucking music going full. Yeah.
Right?
See, you gotta call us when you do milestones like that. You gotta have the squad. You gotta just be in there.
No. Juwan was there. Radic was there.
Oh.
And, we had a full party for this, bro.
Let's go.
We were deep. Oh, man. That was great. I want to play more.
I'm excited.
That was great.
Yeah. Endwalker.
I'll be there in, January.
So if we're going with 14, I gotta be thankful for music. Shout out Sokin.
Shout out Sokin. Just a fucking goat.
Right. A beast. A master. The composition on just when you play so much 14 and the music and now the Endwalker theme, they put it on iTunes. I was like, fuck yeah. So.
That cover art for Endwalker is
so hard. But then the music
sits
sits so well with the scenes.
Right.
It'll swell at the right... Oh, man. That game is so well made.
And Endwalker, we are now less than 2 weeks away from early access, so... All right, Madrid, you got something you're thankful for?
While we're talking about Final Fantasy, 14. I'm thankful for the PS5 version of Final Fantasy 14. Being free, especially because, hello, there are not a lot of PlayStation 5 games with that free upgrade. Not as many as you want. But 14 is the only game that you need. So, it is arguably the most important version. And those haptics on the mount.
Did you have a PS5 last episode, or?
No.
So yeah. You think? So you got a PS5.
Yay.
What have you been doing? I don't think we've partied up maybe like once since you got it.
Yeah, my dog's pulling my laptop. A little somber. Honestly, I haven't played a whole lot of it. Like, I've probably played that shit for like 10 hours over the course of. I got it on Thursday night from PlayStation Direct. So with that, it was supposed to be in by 9. That shit came in around 10:30, and I was like, I was like putting task off because I didn't want to miss the delivery guy because I had to sign for it. And he handed it to me. It was like pouring down raining, and I was just like, thank you, you're just the man I wanted to see. But setting it up was kind of a bitch, but its setup is running. I've played.
Wait, what was set up a bitch?
I was trying to transfer my data from my PS4 to my PS5.
Oh, you gotta consolidate shit. You gotta.
I did, and that shit just kept failing, and I was like, all right, fuck it. So I just downloaded it directly from the cloud. Cause I was talking to Joanne, he was like, yeah, the same shit happened to me. Like, this shit kept canceling. So.
I guess what I really did, I put all the stuff onto my external, and then I found out I could just plug my external in, and all my PS4 games would just be there.
Yeah.
And then anything I really wanted to play, I'd transfer it to my internal.
Yeah, but I've mostly played just 14. Like that upres in the graphics. Whew. Those textures in 4K, yeah, that shit's nice. That's just nice. Those particle effects, fucking dazzling. The rumble,
all the particles.
the rumble, the haptics when you sheath and unsheath your fucking weapon, you feel it. It feels good. I played a little Doom Eternal.
Oh.
Yeah.
How'd that look?
Yeah, that should look good. I'm like, damn, this dude is a fucking killing machine. You're just running around, shotgun, fucking chainsaw.
Right? Just a
Rip and tear.
animal.
Yeah, I was starting to get the rhythm down too. I was like, all right. I found a good little stopping point. I got Hades, so I finally got that on console. I played some of that. I did play it that time we were at your house, but I was like, let me just go ahead and get Hades. It's Hades,
Yeah,
It's
Black
never-
Friday,
It's never a bad time to play Hades.
right?
Right.
Have you guys gotten your pre-Black Friday hauls? Have you guys started the ball rolling on any of that?
Yeah, Doom Eternal, Hades.
Oh, I thought you had
Ratchet.
Doom from before.
Nah, Ratchet and Clank. I actually played some of that the other night too. That game's good. That shit's fun.
I got Tetris Effect connected on Switch, and I got, I think, a short hike, and I got 2 other things that had just been on my wish list. But
Where'd you get a short hike for? On Switch or on
PlayStation.
PlayStation?
Yeah, get some trophies. Short games like that, play through it once, put it down for like years, and then come back, be like, oh, I'm missing like 5 trophies. Let me get those.
Nice.
Jalen, you gotten anything yet? Are you still
I'm looking at an Xbox. If I'm being 100.
looking at a Series X or S?
A Series S, because a Series X and a PS5 are still under a bitch to get.
I mean,
And I could just go down and get a Series S right now.
yeah, probably. That's the thing. Like availability, the Series S, and apparently the Series X are being supply constrained because they're using the actual hardware in like servers. So it's like we could put these components into xCloud, or we can put these components into consoles that aren't selling like that on the Xbox side. But I guess there's scarcity. I guess it'll be interesting to see when both of them have reached saturation what the numbers look like. Because Xbox still isn't talking numbers. Sony last month was PS5 was the best selling system. It outsold Switch and it outsold Xbox. And so Sony had to be like, yeah, PS5 in a year, we've been able to do, I think it's like 5 million units or something insane like that. So, and I mean, if scalpers are still trying to scalp, at this point, they're losing money.
Good. Bleed them out. Unless they're providing a friendly service to the neighborhood, you know.
Yeah, they're not flipping them for $1,000 anymore. They're flipping them for maybe $50 extra, especially now that Black Friday is around.
Exactly. But yeah, looking at an Xbox, probably Guardians of the Galaxy to go with it, along with my Game Pass.
Yeah.
I heard that game's actually pretty good, but I wanted to play it, but now I don't want to play it. But I feel like I'm going to want to play it a little later. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll wait for it to be cheaper than it is right now, because it's like 30-something% off. Like, I'll wait for that to be 50 plus. Get it, you know?
You know, I buy that game for 30, and that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that seems fair. 30, yeah, I would pay 30 for that.
You know. Oh, and also, like, get the Halo multiplayer on that bitch and let that bitch just grind.
Have you been playing it on PC?
Little bit.
I can get Halo off of Steam, right?
Yeah, just go Halo Infinite and it's free.
Let me not do that right now.
Break your computer.
Not right now.
Madrid freezes in the most awkward position possible.
Damn, I don't even know if I should download that shit. It might ruin what I got going right now.
I'm going to be 100 here. That's kind of the game that made me go, I kind of want a new console, funny enough. Because, like, the thing with my PC is while it's a good PC and it's handling everything that I want it to handle well, it's still not a brand new console. Like, the specs are just of a newer console is just outpacing mine. Mostly because when I built my PC was during the last shortage of freaking GPUs because of fucking miners.
Right. I got in there, was able to get a few parts that I needed to get at the right time of like, all right, none of these prices are super crazy, but now that I'm like looking at parts, I can't even start to fathom like, I want to upgrade this GPU, but I can't afford a 30 series card no matter which way I shake it, because those are still being scalped.
Right. But other than, and then also like it got me set up for like games that are coming out in the coming year.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Like,
it was like
2022 Game Pass is looking kind of stupid.
Right. You're putting your foot out. You're putting your foot forward into the future of gaming. You know, you're getting yourself ready for the coming flood that is video games.
Right. It's like this is my entrance into next gen right here.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like the Series S is a solid choice. I think because that would kind of make sense for me to get a Series S over a Series X, but if I were to get an Xbox right now, I'd want a Series X.
I agree.
But this is also the thing with me. It's like, if I had full choice, I'd get a Series X. Like, opportunity cost and availability it aren't like the two biggest factors in my decision here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's real shit. And you can always
I don't know.
upgrade
You
in the
got me
future.
over here thinking just because I want to. Like, I played Halo on my 1S the other night, and I played with like my Xbox friends. Every time I go to Xbox, I end up playing with like the same like group of 5 people. And so I texted Alex and I was like, "Yo, Halo," and he sent me an invite on my Xbox, and I was in the party and in the game and just playing Halo.
How weird would that be if like all of us got Xboxes and then went over there? It was just like in an Xbox party.
I mean, I have an Xbox.
I mean, I'm starting to feel like I'm just that person who ends up swapping consoles every other generation. Like, I had a 360 throughout the entirety of that generation. Then I had a PS4 throughout the entirety of that generation. Now it looks like I'm going right back to Xbox.
You'd have to change your gamer tag.
No.
No. Okay.
I still have all my old stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if you keep that just to like update your account.
I might have had to already do that if I'm being 100.
Oh yeah, I could see that because like the Xbox PC app has been really is constantly getting updates, and now it's like join the Insider program because I joined the Insider program on my Xbox trying to get the Halo beta or the flights, but now that it's just out, I'm like, yeah, I don't need experimental Xbox shit going on. I need my Xbox to turn on and work and play shit when I need it to play shit.
Right. Just play game well. That's all I ask for. I don't need much.
You're not asking for a lot, honestly. Hell, maybe I'll get a Series S. You can always upgrade in the future, turn that shit in. Get you the next
right, but then also it's one of those
you know?
things where it's like, I still haven't gotten around to getting like a 4K monitor, so it's like I don't really need that.
It'll super sample like a motherfucker, but
it would.
I get where you're
but
coming
it's also
from.
like, as long as the gameplay's good, I feel like that's what keeps me like.
Well, yeah, you're super due. That's the thing, because you didn't get a PS4 Pro, did you?
No,
Right.
that is that's the second year PlayStation that I got.
Right. It's a year after launch, so like the PS5 people will be getting this, like Madrid's PS5 era is the era that your PS4 is from in that life cycle. So yeah, the amount of improvements you'll see just getting any of them.
Heck, the fact that it won't sound like it's ready to explode
Right.
will just be immense.
PS5 is still whisper quiet a year in, so
Yeah, that shit is silent.
I would hope so.
my PC is louder than my PS5.
Let's see.
Yeah. Sitting here clicking through. So there was a leak, or there's a rumor going around that the December PlayStation Plus lineup is Godfall, Mortal Shell, and Lego DC Supervillains. Which wouldn't be a terrible lineup.
Yeah, that's
We all
almost.
said when Godfall's free, we'd play it with the homies, so...
Yeah. I mean, heck, I'm in. I'm in. That sounds like some
I'd definitely play some
content. Be a
Godfall.
good time. Like,
If it's free,
what's
I'll
the
play.
worst that could happen? We roast it for an hour and a half, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. It can't be that bad with the homies, unless they make it like a hassle to do that shit off Rizzy,
Right.
which they might. Mortal Shell looked cool. I might try that out.
Yeah,
just
but-
to-
Yeah.
I think it's just the PS4 version, and that one has a free PS5 upgrade, but it doesn't look like you're getting the PS5 version, which sucks, but
But it does have a free PS5 upgrade.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have Mortal Shell, but
You're right.
it might be
I don't
like
know.
Knockout
It looks-
City.
I heard Mortal Shell was good, though. Like, the people who enjoy, like, other Souls type games enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
Apparently, Juwan tried it out and was kind of interested, but didn't really stick with it.
Yeah.
So,
Does have it. Yeah, this just seems like a nice little Souls like to hold you over / get you ready for Elden Ring on the horizon.
right. End of February, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm actually get that shit now.
Yep.
It'll be worth it, you know?
Right?
That's how I started off the PS4 generation. I got Bloodborne. I was like, I know this game's gonna be hard. Didn't realize how hard it was gonna be. Put it down for a real long time. Then came back and was like, oh, I get this game a lot more now.
That's the thing about it, is the hard part of FromSoft games is understanding what the game is asking of you.
Right.
But what?
And I feel like I know
But I have
what
questions for
Bloodborne
the
needs me to
game.
do.
You know, I got questions I want to ask of it. You know. Can't have them controlling how I live my life. Like, y'all see that run of somebody just using guns for Bloodborne?
Right?
You think the developers wanted that?
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't stop them
Right.
in the ways like if I can't stop you.
Can't
right.
stop you.
Long game here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. that must be kind
I
of.
mean, there are still people doing new things with Bloodborne. The fact that there are people doing new things with Bloodborne in 2021 and that game came out in 2014. Like, there's still
Right.
people getting into Bloodborne as we speak. Somebody probably, got a PS5, hopped in the PlayStation Plus collection.
So how are you gonna feel when
Downloaded.
we get a Netflix live action Bloodborne?
You know what?
This point, I'd take
Actually,
whatever.
Bloodborne would be hard to do wrong, and without it being like just utterly poorly made. You know, it's like the thing with Bloodborne is like it would just be bad. It wouldn't be wrong. You know?
I need a Bloodborne thing from this PlayStation Productions because this Last of Us HBO show is looking like it's going to be fire.
Yeah, it probably will be. I was gonna try and hate on it, but I don't even know if I can.
The Last
mean,
of
at
Us
this point,
Part
it's like-
1, the HBO series, please and thank you. From Chernobyl and like Neil Druckmann, the guy who wrote and directed The Last of Us Part 1. Yeah, no. If the and all the like set photos and shit, how whenever they're shooting something, people will get like, oh, I'm in my homie's apartment, they're shooting The Last of Us down there. All of that stuff that's just been coming out about it has looked great. gonna be super fucked up.
I mean, heck, after Arcane, I'm like, oh, so y'all do know how to make a good video game adaptation.
Yo, can we talk about
Man,
Arcane?
y'all are just being difficult.
Arcane is fucking flames.
Yeah, Arcane. It's like Castlevania levels of like, when you get season 1, you're like, yo.
Hey, yo. Like, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, you could tell it was thought out and artfully crafted. And then like the animation is, ooh, that's the best CGI I have seen.
Because instead of it trying to be CGI 2D, they're like, nah, we'll just create an art style.
Right.
Right.
Because there's still a lot
You
of
can't
Like,
tell
there's a
what
griminess
CG.
to half of those episodes.
Right.
There's an actual griminess to it.
because there's still some 2D
Yeah.
animation in there too.
Yeah, you can't tell what's CG and what's 2D because of just like the way everything works together.
Mm-hmm.
There was no points like compared to like Invincible or Attack on Titan. There were no points where I looked at Arcane and I'm like, oh, that they clearly use CG for that there, you know?
Because it all just blended into its art style.
Yeah. Got me interested in watching League of Legends cinematics. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna play
yeah.
League.
Watch all the cinematics. Actually, watch cinematics and play Ruin King. Those
Yeah,
are what you should
Ruin
do.
King.
What is-
Don't actually play.
What is Ruin King?
Ruin King is like
It's an RPG
yeah,
centered around the titular Ruin King.
yeah. It's like a League
From League of
spin-off
Legends.
game that's on PlayStation. So
Yeah, it's it plays
Is Vi in it?
like
no.
you're dealing. Okay, so we're in Bilgewater. So look up Alawi.
I'm not doing it.
This sounds like
Just she's in it. She's in it. Look up Alawi.
I
She's
looked
in
at
it.
all the.
Alawi was my girl too back when I
I
played
looked
League.
at all the legends earlier today. I was like, let me see. They got like 140 fucking characters.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. I'm like, how y'all keep? How do you look at a character and be like, that's my character right there? You. They can't be that different, can they?
yeah.
Yes and no.
Yes or no? Some of them are.
I mean,
Yes and no. It's like this.
it's like Apex.
There's archetypes and then there's sub archetypes and then you can expand from there.
It's like Apex. You play the game on a base level. Everybody's different, but everybody's pretty much the same.
Well, but also the thing with League is
And they're
your
all
roles
like
are more like
archetypes.
solidly defined. But that's the thing about it is like unlike Apex where it's like it doesn't matter what character role you are if you're hitting your headshots. In League, it's like you're actually playing a role who has a certain bit of tasks to do, and certain characters are designed to handle those tasks better than others. Like, you could try and jungle, let's say, you could try jungling with Caitlyn from Arcane, and it would be terrible. You wouldn't be able to clear anything, and it would be suffering. But you could try and jungle as Vi, that works. Because Vi has a kit designed around doing that.
So, out of the
Or that
characters
supplements her doing that.
in this show, how many? Because I know is Jinx, Vi.
She's in the game.
Jace.
Jinx is playable, Vi's playable, Caitlyn's playable, Victor's playable, and Jace is playable.
Echo's playable.
Echo's playable. Echo's also playable.
What about Heimdinger?
Oh,
And Heimerdinger.
yeah.
Yeah, like one of the few Yordles that we actually saw in that show.
The little gerbils.
Are there more than just him playable in the game?
Yordles?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Like you have the cursed spawn of all things Teemo. You got Tristana. You got Poppy. They added a new one that I have no idea who she's supposed to be. But yeah. Vigar's it's a twisted Yordle. So yeah.
I mean, Riot just had to hit us with the Project L.
That's what has me
Update?
excited.
Well, okay. Well, it's not hit. Okay, so here's the thing about it is that all of this stuff was announced at Riot's 10-year anniversary, which was,
Right.
I want to say, the year before last.
Yeah, I remember
2 or 3
we were
years
talking
ago.
about a lot of this stuff being announced and like being excited
pretty
for Project
much
L. And
They went straight into Legends of Runeterra,
Yeah.
and then after that, it was like,
Valorant.
you know, we're starting. Yeah.
They did. Is it Auto Chess? No, Auto Chess is the
Yeah,
Dota
no, they
one.
did Team Fight Tactics.
Team Fight Tactics. That's the one.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the thing. They've been on like a steady clip of like, yeah, we announced all this shit like 2 years ago. Now it's starting to drop, and it's hitting like back to back to back to back. The fact that they launched their first PlayStation game, like console game, in the same like time frame that they released Arcane, and they just have shit coming down the pipeline like
The
getting ready
soundtrack
to
for
go.
Arcane.
Is that
Okay,
shit on
Riot has
streaming?
always had good music. Like, listen to, what was it, Pentakill. Pentakill's Lightbringer album, that had no business being that good.
Fucking episode 7 just starts
Like-
off with a rap music video, and I was just like, yo, this is like the hardest intro I done see.
Like, Riot knows how to create music to go around with their stuff. Heck, half of their stuff is, all their K-pop stuff has backing music to it. Heck, KDA has an album. KDA has 2 albums.
And these are
Pentakill has
bands
an album.
made of characters in universe.
Yeah, these are bands made up of fictional characters, of playable characters in League who actually has real albums. Or real music, I should say.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at Riot for just going so hard
For printing
because I
money.
know League has just been in the background, right?
They've been
Printing money, and that's what I'm.
League hasn't been in the
no, they're
background. League has been one of the top
building.
esports for the past decade.
But not everybody
But
watches
yeah, like,
esports.
right.
Even in the
feel
gaming
like
community.
I don't know. League is its own community. I don't even feel like the League community is the gaming community, or vice versa. It's just
No,
like
not
League
really.
is the League community, and gaming is the gaming community.
Nah, because the thing about it is, like, League is definitely part of the gaming community. It's just they're really entrenched into the esports side of everything. So it's like if you're not in the esports side of the gaming space, you're not going to see much of League because there's not much to League outside of that. For now. Oh,
I mean,
and Wild
now
Rift. Can't
they're-
forget about Wild Rift. Play League on your phone, and I'm like, Riot, update your freaking models. The phone models are better than the PC models at this point. Come on.
Yeah, like what the
They
fuck?
even got some better designs for some of the older
like
characters.
Echo.
Like, yo.
Echo's new design is fucking fire. I saw people talking about. I was like,
No, that's Echo's. Echo's always looked like that.
no, he had like a white just mohawk, like straight looking
Yeah.
mohawk. Now he's got like those dreads. You know, like the dread mohawk. Killmonger.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
They ethnicked it up for
Yeah,
Arcane.
like that.
Right,
The
you're right
textures
about
on
that.
that. What?
I'll give you that. I'll give
They
you
made
that.
Vi more swole.
Yeah, just slightly more swole. Slightly. Because Vi was always ripped.
I mean, if your
Like, I wanna say
main
she was
weapon
like-
is gauntlets, you gotta be.
I swear to God, if you're using gauntlets or fists, you're like you gotta be honorable. I don't know. It's just a part of it. You're either a bloodthirsty
this right now.
madman or honorable.
Any Targan, any Solari, like Leona would put Vi into the dirt in a fist fight. But League this has always been the thing about League, is League had a great world, great potential for lore. What little lore was there was always good. It was just like,
Few and far in between.
what you doing with it? And now they're like, we're making extra content with it.
I mean, that's great for people like me who have no desire to play League whatsoever. You know, I want to play Valorant more than I want to play League. And even Valorant, I'm like, shit, put that shit on console. I can't even.
Right. Go ahead.
Can't with
put it
this.
on console.
Okay. Oh, and also, 2020 World had 3.8 million peak viewers.
Yeah, I mean, I know League does insane numbers and makes ridiculous money, and because Dota does the same thing, and I actually listen to podcasts of people who play Dota, and like the people who play League around me don't even really talk about League like that.
Because League is fucking toxic.
Yeah, they all hate it.
Because it's toxic. It makes you toxic. And it makes you toxic because it's all in the gameplay. League, at the end of its day, it makes you toxic the same way Overwatch makes you toxic. Where at the end of the day, the game can sell you on the fantasy where you could be so good at the game that you can just climb and do well in ranked and in your games on the quality of your own skill.
Bless you.
But at the end of the day,
Thank you.
you will still be handicapped by that one angry nerd rager who decides to grief your team because they didn't get the pick they want. Or because they crapped out early because they're not good at that pick. They just picked it because of statistical reasons. Like, no matter how good you are, you're still on a certain level dependent on your team.
Right.
Or at least dependent on the dysfunction of the enemy team. It's just like, I'd rather, if I'm going to play something that competitive, I'd rather just play a fighting game. Because at least I can actually say I lost because of my own inequalities or won because of my own skill.
Right?
Right. 1v1. It's the way to go.
1v1 in a 2v2 fighter.
All right.
I'm excited about that.
Assist fighter.
Right?
It was like
Project
they saw
L.
Dragon Ball Fighters and was like, we could do that.
Pretty much.
They're like, we got
Pretty
the
much.
budget.
Heck, when the
to
10th
that.
anniversary, the most talked about and shown off fighting game at the time was Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they finally dropped the game that I'd been wanting from a Dragon Ball Z game since fucking like PlayStation 1. like,
Right?
so yeah. I mean that that was different. But Project L looks like it's gonna be doing some cool shit. Same thing with that multiverse fighter?
Oh yeah, Multiverses.
Multiverses?
Dude, that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name is like. I'm like good shit. Like
That's a good
I was
quality
like,
name.
that's a good ass fucking name.
It looks like they're putting some care into this game too.
Multiverses.
I feel like it's gonna be pretty fine.
I feel like these are some people who are like, we could take Smash's spot with this. We
And
can.
it's free to
We can.
play.
Smash is done.
It's free to play.
Free
Did
to
y'all
play.
sign up for the
Full
beta?
crossplay. No, I need a link.
I posted
I need to do
that
that.
shit a while ago because they were tweeting about it, and I was like, "Hey, I signed up for the beta." It's either in games or it might not be an FGC, but yeah, it looks pretty fun. Like you can use Steven and fucking Batman.
Right, and the Arya
Arya
Stark
Stark?
was one that didn't leak. So there were a bunch of like leaks, and it was like, okay, so we kind of knew Shaggy, we kind of knew Batman.
Shaggy's a
Superman.
Shoto fucking fighter with Ultra Instinct.
Of course, Shaggy just showed up, but don't be sleeping on that Cowboy Tom. That Cowboy Tom.
Cowboy Tom was smooth.
Right? Oh.
I'm trying to
About to
be
steal that game and your girl.
The
Be
girl
careful.
with no name.
Cowboy Tom's on the loose.
well, yeah. I have to be, even though the fact that anything that Warner owns is on the table, and the amount of shit that they own.
Oh,
I'm trying
weird.
to see like Issa Rae.
They're gonna put Scorpion in it too, or Sub-Zero. I bet you before it's all said and done.
Yeah, I could see it.
And by
Especially if it really comes out in takes off, because I feel like
they're going to be in
came
it
out
soon.
and fell.
Oh yeah, people didn't expect a whole lot from Nickelodeon. It was the shitpost fighter. You know, this is the shitpost fighter with some tech.
It has rollback netcode.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the other one had rollback.
I was about to say technical, like the technical shitpost game, but like they put some polish in that game, like mechanics wise, for Nickelodeon Brawl. But this game, like I was saying, they have like voice acting and soundtracks.
Right.
You know, they got things like that are actually showing they're putting care into the game, and they're like, you know, they're gonna be rolling out characters. There's probably gonna be like a little battle pass. That's just gonna be fun, and it's got that emphasis on teamwork. That's pretty cool.
Right, that's the thing, 2v2. And so, you know, running these duos against the homies, you know. It'd be cool if they had like a lobby system where it's like you and a random, like, highest performer on each team stays in, and then they get a random partner out of the player pool.
Yeah, that could be cool.
I'm just out here having ideas about how a 2v2 fighter in an online lobby setting could work.
King of the Ring, make it like wrestling, where it's like you could tag people in and out. And so then you could have players throwing each other in and out of the ring.
That sounds cool. But
and then, you know, like maybe allow players to start fights in the audience. Start brawling in the audience, let it spill out into the, you know. Quick thoughts.
Well, yeah. So I know we started the episode with it, but also kind of want to like close the episode with it of things we're thankful for. The homie, the grind god, Simulation and Juwan just posted that he's thankful for all the homies he made along the way. And he added all of us, all of the rupees, tagged L, you know, Maury, Lana, just like a lot of the creators in the space. And yeah, that's something I'm super thankful for. I'm super thankful the fact that we haven't missed a week in all these years. The fact that we have this community, top tier shitposts just all around, you know. We got people that we can hit up when you need something, like people you can hit up when you just need to talk. I'm just super thankful for everybody, the community, everybody in the Discord, everybody who listens to the podcast, everybody who watches on YouTube. It is everybody. If you know the name Cheesy Controller for any reason, I'm thankful for you.
I agree. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all have been here through so much. Like, we've played games together. We've ranted.
Right.
We've vented. We've laughed. We've cried, you know, probably, I don't know. But we've enjoyed adult beverages via microphones. And, you know, sometimes that's what it's about. Filling that sake cup with your fam. The chosen family.
Right. That's the thing. Can't choose the family you're born into, but you can choose the family that you like grow into. And so I'm glad to be part of y'all's family.
Yeah, I'm definitely thankful for all y'all. The games played, like the fact that y'all keep me up till 4 a.m. all the time.
Right.
Like, it's great.
Messing around with the rupees will fuck your sleep schedule every time. Without fail.
Now sometimes they be getting off before
every time.
us.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
Damn,
Right,
I'm like, damn, I'm just getting on
part.
too. Shit. Who's the monster? Is it me?
We're all monsters here, brother.
True shit. True shit.
But yeah, I mean, unless you guys got one more thing, you know.
No, that's it really. Shouts out to Chris.
That's it. Yeah, shouts out to Chris, you know.
Shout out to the boy.
Shouts out to Chefin. Chefin.
Chef and Chris. But remember, until next time, you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Anton6 with 3 X's, Jalen,
Squid Bishop,
Madrid,
Speedwagon X.
and you can follow Chris at Chef and Chris. Hit him up, say what's up, say you listen to the podcast, send some positive vibes his way. Almost forgot. This has been a Know It's Good production. The video version is edited by Lana Twisted Mind, and she's been doing special breakout episodes, so check those out. And the audio version is edited by Iknowjones. Until next time, keep it cheesy.